Hello my brothers and sisters in nerdiness, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and welcome back to this continuation of our unboxing of Nova Aetas Renaissance. It's a big box, there's a lot in it, we need to split it in a few videos, but I forgot something in the last video when I was looking at tokens and the boards and the books and everything. I forgot this. I found it when I was putting the boards away. This has a well. It has another sort of big boss token, I'm supposing it is. These are the hands for the horologium. We have some more stones here. We have the Blood of Gaia stone. We have the line of sight markers. We have another flame token and another couple of these tokens. And there we are on the back. Obviously the hands for the horologium are black because they're going to be down on the horologium, so you're not going to see them. So that's that token. Now, what we're going to have a look at today. Whoops. Let's raise you up a bit. Is all this in here? Except for that. We're not looking at that. Let's take the lid off. Again, nicely embossed with the Nova Aetas Renaissance logo. Pity it's scuffed a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. We have a lot to get through. Cards, 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 cards. Cubes, dice, cards, 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 cards. Token, more tokeny type of punch out card type things. Cards, cards. We have stuff to go through, so let's pop you out of the way, and let's get some of these cards on the go. Let's zoom in again. So, what do we have? Let's look, shall we? We have these. This is for Sophia. It tells you on her options for attacking and actions rather, like a skill options. I'm not sure what all these are yet. There's probably a physical attack, psychic attack, health, how many action points you have to spend. I'm not sure what that one is. And on the back we just have her picture and her name. And when she starts leveling up, from being, what is she in this one? From being scum, no, I'm not being nasty about her, but from being a scum character, which is like a street urchin kind of thing, she can become a slayer. This is when she starts leveling up. And again, her stats may or may not change. Let's have a look. They've not changed here. They don't seem to have changed here either. But this has changed. So she's no longer a rogue, she's a slayer by the look of it. Yep, she's a slayer. And yeah, she also has this extra at the bottom as well, as you can see. So that's when she's leveled up. Oh, and on the back, so you can level up. You can either become a rogue and follow. Right, so this shows you what you can be next. Looking at this, I wish the cards for Dungeon Saga Origin were like this, because they're so, they don't stick together like the ones. Anyway, sorry, never mind. So this is how she is now. And these are requirements to level up. So you can either level up to be a rogue, in which case you'd use that card from then on, or you can level up to be a slayer at the bottom, and that's what you'd have to do for that, in which case you use that card. I like that. That's nice. So here we go for Valerio. He's a squire to start with. And that's what he has as a squire. These are his requirements to level up to a knight or to level up as a mercenary. And that's him as a mercenary. And as a knight. Okay, I'm not going to go too heavily into these. We'll just have a quick look at some of them. So that's Vincenzo. And depending on what you upgrade him to, he's either a practitioner or a preacher. And then we have Rebecca, who starts out as an apprentice. And then she can move from an apprentice to be a chronomancer or a necromancer. Here we go. And now we have more information about the characters of what they are. So for this case, as a squire, Valerio has all this kind of stuff. So what I'll do is I'll leave it there and you can pause it and have a look. And then I'll turn it over and it's just his name on the back of it. And as a knight, he would look like that. And as a mercenary, he would have that. Okay, next we have Sophia, who as scum would look like that. And as a rogue would look like that. And as a slayer would have that. Then we have Vincenzo, who has these stats as a novice. And these as a preacher. And as a practitioner. And here we have Rebecca as an apprentice. And, oops, that's the back of the card. And as a chronomancer. And as a necromancer. And there we have it, that's that set of cards. We'll pop them to one side. And now we can open these ones. I mean, depending on the length of this, we may have to what's the word I'm looking for? We may have to split this video into two. We've got a lot to go through, I'm sorry. So it's Alter. He's an assassin to start off with, and he can either become a master or a mentor. Obviously, very heavily based on the Assassin's Creed character, looking at him. And that's the differences. And Fatima, who's a vagabond. She can either become a scout or a bird. So for a bird, she will look like that. And as a scout, like that. Then Gregorio is an alchemist. and you can either become a Scourge or a Chirurgeon. So as a Chirurgeon, he would look like that, and as a Scourge, he would look like that. And Agorix, who's a Druid, can either become an Animist or a Geomancer. So that's how he looks as a Druid. As a Geomancer, he looks like that. And as a Animist, he will look like that. So, Altar's Assassin board. So that's how he looks as your basic assassin. And then as a mentor, he looks like that. And as a master, he looks like that. Now Fatima, as a vagabond, that's what stats she has, or options she has rather. And as an ancestor and as a bird, she has that. And as a scout, she has that. Gregorio, as an alchemist, has this. It may mean nothing to you, I don't know, but it allows you to have a look at the boards. I'll try and find out what all the options are. But I've got the books in put away now. I forgot to keep them out so I can find out what the token or what the symbols mean. But I know they mean something. Agorix. Did I show you both sides? Chirurgeon, I don't think I did. This is the Chirurgeon side. Just in case I didn't show you, I think I did, but I don't know. Agorix as a Druid. And Agorix as a Geomancer. And Agorix as an Animist. There we are. So that's all the hero characters looked at. Next we have these token boards. I'm not a clue. I'm not a clue. They are attached together, but I don't know what they mean. Do I punch these out? Let's have a try at something, shall we? Okay, I think I've sussed something. So we have that there. That goes on there. And as a Geomancer, oh yes, sussed it. It didn't take long, but I've sussed it. Okay, so you put the board on top of the actual, you put this sheet on top of there, it gives you on the options, and you've got that on the top as well to remind you of your actions and everything. And then you can, I'm going to put on these back in, but you have the option to use them. And it's just basically when you upgrade, you've got your different options available. That's nice. I like that. That is, I suppose it's a little more interesting than having a set. What you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? We've got like a set board. You can change things around with it and make it look a little easier. Agarics. Okay, I don't know what I've done here, but never mind. I'll put them back and order all together. So that's what these are for. That's good. That's good. I like that. So these are all basically the player action boards. Okay, so they're all the same. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 of them because it's a 6-player game. So that's good. That's good. Next, let's have a look at these. I think there are some that I'm not supposed to look at yet. I may be wrong. So let's have a look here. Right, these are for setting up for yes, these are set up cards for the individual missions, so I'm not going to look at them. Keep them secret. Keep them safe and keep them secret. It's just, I'll show you the first one. I think, or should I? These are stretch goal ones. I think by the look of it, yes, they are. Yeah, I'm not going to touch them. I'm going to leave them in there. These have some so these are for when you've got using some of these as companions, some of the main characters as companions. Let's zoom in a tad more. So as a companion, this is what Alter has. This is what Gregorio has. Let's zoom in a touch. This is what Fatima has. That's what Agarix has. And Sacripante. Not come across him yet. He wasn't in these. So I don't know who he is. After that, we have the ones for each of the towns and villages. So the towns have the history of the town on the back. I'm not going to go through these in very great detail. And this is what happens when you're in that particular town. Presumably, when you're taking your rest in between. And this is what like additional stuff you can do in the town. And this is for the village. There's nothing much you can do in Catacombs because not every village has catacombs beneath it, so you can't do much there. Not every village has one of these buildings, so some villages that you end up in, you may not be able to do certain things in the rest stage, but that's for another time. Next, what do we have here? Right, now these are, again, the missions. These are the ones that I don't particularly want to go through, because, you know, you're supposed to open each of them in turn, and if I go through them, then you're not going to get to see them, or it's not going to come as a surprise when we get to play. So I'm going to leave them as that and all wrapped up. But we have some here that are, what you call it, that have the companion, using our main characters as companions. So we'll have a look at these. And if you're using Valerio as a companion, this is what happens. If you're using Vincenzo as a companion, we have that. If you're using Sophia as a companion, we have that. And Rebecca as a companion, we have that. So I'll put on the companion cards together. Because it will be nice to have them all together. And I'll put that in there. I'm going to put these in here, but at this end, so they don't get damaged at all. These now are envelopes. Not sure what the envelopes are for. I am presuming, actually, that you put these in them. Do you? Let's have a look. Okay, so I think you may put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll take these. If this is the case, I'm going to do some reading up a little later. If this is the case, I'm going to put these in there. They all fit, and if that's the case, I will put them in the separate envelopes later on. I'm presuming that's what you do. I'm not saying definite, but as I say, I'm guessing, not presuming, I'm guessing that's what you do. And if that is, as I said, the case, I will do that later on at another time. But we have all these envelopes here. So that's cut down. All that kind of issue that we had. Now, in fact, let's have a look at dice and other bits and pieces first, shall we? Okay, so dice, we have these nice D8s. We have 3 that are black and gold. They feel nice in the hand, as always. And what symbols do they have on it? Let's zoom in. Right, so let's not zoom in, let's just drop the camera. Okay, so we have a musical notes, a 6 with a star over the top, another musical note, a 4 with the sun, and on the other side we have a 5 with a sun, an 8 with a moon, a 7 with a sun, an 8 with a star, a 5 with a sun, an 8 with a moon, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I think they're all of these are exactly the same. What they do, I don't know, but they are really nice. They feel nice in the hand, so that's always a good sign of quality for dice, when they feel nice in the hand and they look the part as well. Okay, so here we have white dice with black markings on them. Again, I don't know how we're going to be rolling these, but they have a nice sound to them. And on these we have a 5 with a star, a 3, a 1 with a moon, a 7 with a star, and on the other side we have an 8 with a sun, 6 with a sun, 4 with a sun, and a 2. I'm presuming they are all the same. Yeah, they should be. Yeah. So they're the white dice. Next we have 10 black cubes. Now, if I'd have kept my what you call it, if I'd have kept the rule book handy, I could have told you what they were for. But there may be maybe for indicator encounters, something like that. I'm not sure, not 100%. And then we have a number of clear cubes, and we have 2 bags of those. I'll just show you this little bag here. Yeah, just clear acrylic cubes. I'm presuming they're acrylic anyway. So if we have 2 bags of those, I'm going to count how many we have. In fact, I'm better doing that, because I know we should have a certain amount. Let's try and set these so that they are in some form of grid pattern, and they're going to be easy to count in the bag. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45. So we have 45 of these clear cubes altogether. There we go. Now let's see if I can get hold of the rule book. Oh, I've got it here. Oh, that's nice. Yes, I found it. So let's zoom out a touch. Okay, so what does it say in the rules? What we should have? So we have 10 interaction cubes and 30 hero cubes, and I've got 45 hero cubes. So that's their interaction cubes, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. So yeah, I've got more than I need of the more than I need of the hero cubes. Don't know why. And these ones that are the thin card with the water on the back, 1 water and mud tile, and I've got 2 of those. So yeah, I did have an extra 1 of those. So interesting. So next, I have got a few extra bits and pieces that I should need. Okay, so now we have, let's get this out. It's good job I got the thingy out, because now we have these little things, and this is for the holorogium. And if I get the holorodium stuff out, we have the two hands which come off that tile, and the big disc type thing. The annoying thing is I need to get into the rule book to see how these fit together. I don't need to see how they fit together, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way. Okay, so it shows the thing going through from the top down through both of them. So this goes into this one first. I'll punch that out first off, and then punch that out with the disc, and then this gets punched out again with the disc, and that gets punched out, and then we press this into it, now I'm hoping that I've got the right ones here for this. In fact, what I'll do is I will push this into here first. These ones were separate from the others. So I'm presuming this is for the holorodium, and the other ones are for the and the other ones are for the berylliums. So I do that and do that, and now it's just a case of pushing that into there, like so, and the holorodium looks like this. So let's get to 12. So maybe that's 12, and that is now midnight, the way that is set. Okay, so the minute hand is pointing to the 12, and that being the arrow hand top goes there for 12 o'clock. Now if you wanted it at 20 past 3, you put that to 3, and then that round to there. So that's 20 past 3. Nice. I like that. Bit fiddly to put together, but nice all the same. And we have spur fasteners. We have a spur fastener just in case something goes wrong with the first one. So I'll pop that back into there.